Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. Let's have a look at these new things here. Before I get onto the main video, which is I'm going to open up some battle droids today, I'd show you some other acquisitions recently. Ah, good. New acquisitions. Who says that? EV90, is it? She says it. Yeah, I've got the name of the droid. 88 and 99, isn't it? Anyway, EV, that's right, EV99. So I got this, and I can't wait to open that. Do that in a separate video, I believe. I'm also on the hunt for a Boss Nass, actually, the second version of Boss Nass. I wouldn't mind that. This whole thing of me buying Phantom Menace stuff, I suppose, comes after the MTT, really. I got thinking about, you know, what I'm missing, and I picked up some stuff that I have always wanted, this being one of them. This Padme here, awesome. And then this here, C.O. Bibble. I've always wanted C.O. Bibble. So these will be coming up in separate videos where I open them. Maybe only one fans. And the one behind, the, what's he called? That beast. As you know, I've got into collecting animals and creatures from Star Wars in recent years. It's the ammo wagon and the Fulton Passet. Or is it the Fulham Passet? Or Fulham Passet? I don't know. Look forward to getting that open. That'll be really good. Just sort of flushing out the Battle of Naboo, and there's no great mystery, I suppose. It definitely is due to the fact that I got the MTT and I thought about what I have for the Battle of Naboo and other things for the Gungans and stuff. I've got all these here, which are quite nice. There's the Boss Nass that I already have. That was donated to me by Solo Shot First. Mike, thanks for that, Mike. Ages ago, but the other one looks slightly better. That's a more serious sculpt for Boss Nass, and then the other one is, he's a bit more jovial. But there you are. That's all to come, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, I think I'd like to get some battle droids open and then get my MTT in position and see how well I can load it up with them all in battle droid position. The squat, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 2, basically, of my opening of the MTT. Do check that video out if you haven't seen it already. Let's get the show on the road. Alright, that was shot earlier. This is now. I'm at nighttime now, so sadly I won't be able to do the rest of this in natural light. But if you haven't already seen my review of this, do, because I did it all in natural light and it looks really nice in natural light. It looks more like plastic under fake light. I knew it would, and you always knew it would. When you're in natural light, all these panels have got lovely angular, kind of like the light shines off it in a really nice way. Lots of contrast and stuff. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get these open. I'm going to mount the camera and I'm just going to rip them open and get these figures on display. Now, the one thing about the figure that you must note is that, he's got a lovely, well, here's a positive. He's got a nice little bit of, almost like, they've almost got like a carbonization on them, you know, like those carbonized figures. Look at it. See, it's quite shiny. It's nice. But here's the downside to the figure. They really struggle to stand up. They wilt. They're really frail. The plastic is very bendy. So if you put them on a stand, the next day they'll kind of be like collapse under their own weight. But that doesn't matter for me because I'm going to have them all in here. Of which I'm going to open it and show you where I've got a few already. One guy's fallen over. Yeah, one guy's fallen on his back, but that doesn't matter. So I've got a few squatted, and there's one of the newer ones right there. My plan is to take the backpacks off them so there's more space. I've kept the weapons on them because I quite like them like that. They should really have their weapons on their back. They reach back and pull them down in the movie. So I'll mount the camera and I'll put him back into position. Be very careful with this thing because you don't want him dropping anything inside. I'm sure that Hasbro would have maybe taken that into account for any kids playing, but yeah, it's just worth noting that. And I look forward to just loading it to see how many we can get on. Let's do it. Now, here's a little tip about how to get them in. There are peg holes on this platform. Really difficult to get them on the peg holes while they're squatted, so it's best to stand them up like that, plug them on the peg hole, and then do this. Then squat them like that. Great, much better. And now we turn our attention to opening They're all loose. It looks like the battlefield of the Battle of Naboo. Dead. Battle droids, all on their own. Right, let's get them loaded, man. Yeah, I've decided to keep that antenna on. See how we get on with that. Because, at least it's going towards the screen accuracy. The screen accuracy would be to put the backpack on entirely, but for space, I'm going to go with this option. So that'll be good. And also, I do like the idea of the gun in the hand. He seems to grip it all right. And also, they look pretty cool like that. That's not accurate. That's not screen accurate the way I've got those there that you saw before. But it doesn't matter. I think it's quite cool with them just clutching it, ready for action. Right, so again, the trick will be to just stand them and then squat them. But I want to do two things in this video, right? I want to get all 8 in and have 4 and 4. But I'm also going to try and see if I can get a row of 8. Because some of you might want to try and get 16 in here. I just don't know. So we're going to try a bit of both. Bear with me. Wow! Oh my god, that was hard work. I actually almost now don't want to put all 8 in a row, but I will. I've said I will and I will. But what I'll do for that is I'll take the guns out of their hand and those antennas just to give us more space and just make it easier. There they all are, all together. Whew, god, that was hard work. It's not going to be perfect. I just thought I'd load them in. It that way. And there you can see these two at the front here. They're the first release of the Battle Droid. You can see they've got no extra paint, but I remember Flyguy.net always were remarking on these that these do have weathering on the body, but the heads are clean as a whistle. So they've obviously sorted that out with the latest release because there's weathering all over these. Balance, right? So there you go. That's all of them together. I'm going to get them back in and just check out how the action is. Let's get him back in. Spare backpacks. I'll put them in the accessories compartment in here. Let's do that right now. Press the button by accident there. They can go in here, no problem.
Our shields are holding.
Get these guns up that way. Yeah, there was something else I never demonstrated on Christmas Day, which is there is a gun or a missile launcher here, which I think I did deploy, but I didn't test it or look at it properly. So I will do that before the end. Let's just deploy them first. Yeah.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I mean, obviously they look better like that, don't they? Way better. Like I said in the review, the ones that came with this were standing. In fact, they're all here. They just don't look like that when they get deployed. These are quite good for army builders though, so I'm going to keep hold of them. But I'm quite glad just to have them in a kind of like more accurate position, should we say. This missile launcher, let's just get that up. Boom. Yeah, it's got a nifty little hinge on this. It's sort of a swivel thing. And then I guess they go out like that and can be deployed like that. So there you are. To get them to fire, I guess you just do that. So that's quite good. No one mentioned it in the comments or seemed to mind, but I did forget to demonstrate that in the review. So let's deploy them again. They go down like that, across, around and down. And so the very last thing I'm going to do in this video, it's going to be a labour of love, but it's going to be worth it to see how many of these we can fit together. I'm going to get them all standing. I'm going to see if I can get 8 in a row of these. So to do that, I'm going to get all their weapons off and make sure they don't have backpacks. These guys didn't have backpacks at all anyway. These ones on the front, that's the guy from the original release, 2012. Let's get all these guys off. And that there, you can't see what I'm doing. My hand's above the camera maybe, that would help. And then I'm going to get these guys off. It just took me forever to get them on, but still, let's get them off. Remove their backpacks and their weapons. And get them all in one row if it is possible. It is possible, but it's a tight squeeze. Look at them all. That's really funny. There's the older one. Got a mix of old and new there. It'd be interesting to see if we can get all 4 of the new ones in a row, actually, because they seem to be more bendy. Let's try that. Let's keep going. Four. Wow. I did it, man. I did it. And that was hard work. Oh, God, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, man, I'm glad we went all the way there. That was worth it, just to see what it looks like. I'm actually quite happy with that. So if I ever get hold of any more, I will probably load them in. But after this video is finished, and I'm going to leave it there because I'm exhausted now, I'm going to probably just put 4 and 4. But that's pretty cool. I mean, they do look a bit packed, but then again, they kind of looked all packed on in the movie, and obviously there's rows and rows and rows of them. They all feed out, but yeah, obviously if you spend a bit of time, you can get them all looking absolutely symmetrical, but all in good time. This was just a little bit of an experiment for my own interest, and I'm sure for you as well, if you're somebody out there who is considering doing that, and I'm sure there's loads of people who've already done it, because these figures came out at the same time this did, in 2012. Well, the first wave did. There's the first wave figure right there. That guy there, the one with this guy, with the least weathering. But these other ones are pretty cool as well. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. It's been done. That was an interesting experiment. Thank you very much for watching. Do leave a like. And do you know what? It only remains for me to just deploy them one more time in that position, I think. Let's do it. This has been only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.